dance, space, van. Dance, space, van.
Alright, well the van made it all the way across Canada. I cannot believe it. No problems. It just ran great every day. But it didn't get a lot of love because we had no time. It was play, drive, film, play, drive, film. But we are finally home and we have some time and we're going to give it the attention it deserves. It's going to get a full overhaul. These seats are coming out because they're a little loose. We're going to get these fixed. I figure the carpet from 1978, it's time for new carpet. It's coming out. New stereo, a new horn, fix the sunroof, GPS, onboard computer system, beaming technology. Here we go! Yeah! What's going on, Lucas?
Just measuring up some carpet to put in the van.
Is that new carpet?
No, this is old carpet.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
I know, I'm pretty disgusted I just did. Approaching Bender Motors docking station. Enterprise is looking good. Just minor hull infractions.
Side to side, Captain. Side to side feels good.
I just scanned it.
What are you writing there, Trev?
MTO safety inspection certificate, sir. Cleared for space travel.
Gmon, just like that, yeah. Does it have a bit of Rasta variant?
It can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, come to the island. Take a ride on the G-Man.
What's the yellow part? The island?
Yeah, that's the island there, right there.
How deep is it right here?
26 feet.
How many cars does this hold?
About 30 or so.
Is it called a steering wheel?
Yeah, the ship's wheel, yeah.
Is it a periscope?
No.
This looks like my van. All right, we are in Pelee Island, on Pelee Island, at the very bottom, and I am the most southern Canadian in Canada at the moment. If you look on the map, it's very bizarre, all the way across longitude, we are actually equal with North California, correct? Northern California, correct. Which is bizarre. But there it is, the end of Canada. How's it going?
Good to see you, Dan.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
How does it feel seeing this?
Honest to God, it's like it's a blast from the past.
Okay, so today on the show, it's a van makeover day. We're fixing some mechanical things. We're doing the inside, new carpet, fixing everything up. And next on the list is the exterior of this van. But I've noticed if you get up close, the wear and tear is starting to show. So I thought, how do I fix this? How do I preserve this wonderful art? And who do I talk to? So I figured I'd track down the man himself who painted this van in 1980, Gordon S. Roy. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Dan.
First of all, how long has it been since you've seen this?
I would say at least 30 years.
30 years. How does it feel?
Awesome. It's like deja vu all over again when this thing rolled up, I'm telling you.
And so tell us a bit about yourself. You've painted lots of vans. What tell us about yourself, what you do.
You know, I've been in this painting game for my whole life, but it's particularly the airbrush aspect for 40 plus years.
Wow.
You know, anything that moved, motorcycles, vans, even a helicopter, I've painted over the years. And strangely enough, I'm still with the program.
Right, and people aren't doing vans as much anymore, though.
No.
The customized boogie van scene is kind of past, eh?
Yeah.
So what are you painting mostly now?
I do the occasional Harley.
Harleys, yeah.
I just did some artwork on a 1965 Pontiac GTO.
Yeah.
And things like that.
And how many vans did you do back in the day?
I would probably guesstimate maybe 50.
50 vans?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Either completes or partials or just the hoods or tire covers.
And do you remember Luigi? Who
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah?
Him and his cousin,
Yeah.
both named Lou. I guess
Yeah.
there was a favorite Uncle Lou somewhere in the picture. But
Yeah.
you know what? They were both fantastic guys. I had a great time with them, and I got a lot of input from them and vice versa. And we just worked the program through, and it was great. Susie made this fresh this morning. It's really good.
Enjoy it.
If you like potato salad. Thank you.
Now, first of all, the Star Trek theme. Luigi's idea or your idea?
Well, we were all big on Star Trek in the day, and he was keen on it, and I said, well, let's roll with it.
Right.
No, it's simple, you know, if that's what your passion, your love, let's roll.
And you know what I've loved? The little faces everywhere.
Yeah.
Every day I find another one.
It was one of the things I did as a trademark per se, you know. People, even at the van shows or car shows, people were compelled to count the faces and find new ones constantly. Right. Yeah.
My favorite are the faces inside the gas cap.
Yeah. This I just did for my buddy Herbie, for his the peak on his house above his front door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's Herbie and I fishing in the boat down below there.
With Tucker.
See, this part confused me because I don't remember that in Star Trek. That's just
a bad guy. You know.
Sadly, this part's kind of, I don't know what.
UV and Mother Nature's done her magic on this. I mean, it's like anything else. The clear coat and the paint back 35, 40 years ago is certainly not the same as it is today. This is one of my political statement sculptures. It's called My Prime Mates, as in friends. It represents, with that stare, the endangered species.
And is this a holster? What is that?
Yes.
Okay.
There, that's for his.
I love that Spock has a holster for his phaser.
Yeah.
Here we go. We can't talk about this without addressing this part. Is so. Whose vision was this?
There would be a moon here, a large rocket, it'd be all dark space, punctuated by planets. I would have a close-up, like, of a lady on a cliff, and she would have, like, a giant fucking laser gun, and she would sort of just be protecting.
And I had a 1975 Ford Torino wagon, all painted up, all muraled up, much like Star Trek, man, because the whole thing was called the Dragon Wagon. But it had a big, strong dude riding on a sort of a dragon, and a topless girl at his side, and the whole thing was all done with space scenes and all the rest of it too. Yeah.
So I have a magnet on here I made, but underneath we have Spock and a topless lady, and I guess I don't remember a lot of topless ladies on Star Trek.
So Gordon and I met in grade 7 at James S. Bell's school, which is right around the corner from where we live now.
Was the topless girl that was just a staple back in the 70s?
Well, absolutely.
I thought that maybe this was a Pon farr situation. Do you know what that is?
No.
Pon farr in Star Trek, not to be a super nerd here, I'm going to be a super nerd, but in Star Trek, in the mythology of Vulcans, the Vulcans have to return to their home planet every 7 years to mate with someone who they have an emotional bond with, or they will die.
For such an intellectually enlightened race, Vulcans have a remarkably Victorian attitude about sex.
That is a very human judgment, Doctor.
Then here's a Vulcan one. I fail to see the logic in perpetuating ignorance about a basic biological function.
There is nothing logical about the Ponfar.
I didn't want to change your art. I don't want to censor any art in the world. So I thought, oh, maybe this is a Ponfar situation. They're back on Vulcan and it's his wife or something.
You may be right, because he looks pretty happy and healthy.
So we're sitting here, my brother's gone to go get us chicken burgers, right?
I have to introduce you first.
Oh, okay.
Today on the show, Emm Gryner.
Hi.
Hey Em, how are you?
Great.
And we are in St. Mary's, right?
St. Mary's, Ontario, beautiful town.
Now, if you have been living under a rock and you don't know who Emm is, Emm has many fabulous albums of her own out. She was in David Bowie's band for a while. She is in a bunch of other projects. So what are the most recent Trapper. And the Girls. So
I actually have a new record coming out. I don't know if you knew that.
Awesome. When's that coming out?
September. It's all ballads. And then Trent Severin also have a new record coming out. That's my trio.
And that's with
Dana Manning and Laura C. Bates.
Mm-hmm. And if that's all not enough, Trapper,
and
best name ever.
It wasn't a real band, and then we got invited to open for Def Leppard in stadiums.
I know. I saw photos of you like fully rocking.
Well, you got to commit to something like that. If you're gonna
Yeah. Look at these folks. They love the
This
band.
is the river. You get so many thumbs up for this band.
So where are we going right now, by the way?
We're just gonna go meet someone.
This way?
Yeah, we're gonna go meet someone who might know something about St. Mary's.
So you went with Trapper and you opened for Def Leppard.
Yeah, which was crazy because the band had never played before. So we had to quickly rehearse, make our logo, make an EP.
How did the band get a gig when you weren't a band?
Well, I asked for us to be on the bill, and then they said yes, and then we were like,
And you were like, oh shit.
Yeah, we gotta now
We
practice.
need to be a band.
Okay, so we're coming up to the car wash in
Car
town.
wash?
So you want to go turn at this right here, right here.
Right here? Who runs the car wash in St. Mary's? Is it someone, I don't know. Should I just fire the siren up?
It's the mayor. He runs the car wash.
The mayor of St. Mary's?
He could be on the phone.
Is that him? Who's this?
The mayor. Al Strathy.
That guy's the mayor?
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Al.
Hi, Al.
Nice to meet you.
Are you the mayor?
I am the mayor.
And you run the car wash in
I
Little
do.
Falls Laundromat?
I do, actually, yeah.
Welcome to St. Mary's.
You're a man of the people.
Trying to be.
I like that. Oh, look, there's a car coming out right there.
Wow, clean as can be. Happy.
That's good advertisement right there.
We gotta run the van through
We
there.
can run the van through there. We can. I'll get you a coupon and buy a wash.
My first thought is you're running the laundromat and the car wash. Don't you have like mayor duties to do?
I do, absolutely. Yeah.
But you do it all.
I do it all. You have to, yeah.
Late nights?
Sometimes.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on being so productive. Amazing.
And his lawn is impeccable.
Hardly.
That's true.
Now, how do you know Em?
She's my neighbor down the street.
I like it here.
I mean, what was your impression of this when it pulled into your car wash?
Well, I like the horn. It was pretty neat. I could really hear you coming.
I only hear it from inside. Is it loud?
It's loud. It's
Oh,
loud.
yeah.
Already. I knew you were coming.
Would you
It's
say
okay.
that's against town rules?
No, I think it's okay. We can let that one go.
Yes. It's a magnet. Maybe Em will show you.
I'm not going to show you. We're neighbors.
So here's an official Town of St. Mary's pin for you, Dan.
Oh, thank you very much. So you're the second mayor we've had on the show.
Oh, really?
You're the mayor of Banff.
Yeah, a couple for your kids.
Wow, thank you. Pins with kids. That's a great idea.
Remember Dom Cardillo from Kitchener? Remember?
Of course I
Yeah,
remember
well,
Dom.
Dom used to give out pins all the time. I remember that.
And now the mayor is
Barry Verbanavik.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah.
I know
Well,
Barry
went to
real
school-
well.
Yeah, I went to school with Barry.
Barry's a good friend of mine. I went to school with Matt Laurier.
You mayors all hang out together?
Well, we try actually. No, just
You have a secret. Do you have
no
a secret handshake?
No secret handshake. No secret handshake. I know.
Thanks.
Good. Nice meeting you.
You too. So, Em, before we go, would you sing us a song?
I would.
Oh, water's dripping on me from the car wash. Seriously. Would you sing us a song?
Sure.
What song are you gonna sing?
I'm going to sing you a song called The Race. It's about a guy named Gowan.
Canadian rocker Gowan?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was very difficult to learn his songs. So
You were playing in his band.
Yeah, musically, I was playing keyboards, which was very difficult. So there was sort of a musical awakening, but also in the process of it all, I got to visit him in the Bluffs, Scarborough Bluffs.
You got to know the man.
But you know what it is? It's like, for people like us, I think we often wonder, how do you make life work, like a family work as a musician? And it's been really eye-opening for me. So I met him and I met his family, and they're beautiful, beautiful people, and it really inspired me. So that's what the song's about.
I love stories like that.
Yeah.
I wonder what Gowan thinks of it.
Incoming transmission.
Now here's a little something for the man in the space van. These are the Bluffs. The Scarborough Bluffs that can teach you so much about life and even death. Just ask that dog out there. Or ask me. If it's taught me one thing, it's this. It's good to be king. And Emm Gryner is a great musician, and she's going to sing a song to you right now about the king of the Bluffs, or the bluffing king. You decide. Anyway, Em played in my band for a couple of shows last year, and I hope we can do it again sometime. And I love listening to her, and so will you. Here she is singing a song called The Race.
It was the end of the 90s, was the end of the oxygen. For you and me, we were yet to be friends. It was a turn in your prologue dream, another encore make the team. I ditched the race to take a car with Ziggy to some art show in Tribeca. And if that was my selling point, it's cool, I get ya. I came off the road with you and I said, it's only been a couple of days, no lie, but life's all new after King of the Bluffs. The weather of the winter fell away, landscapes changing away, I can't say, oh life's all new after King of the Bluffs. really sharpen them up. Therapy's okay, but it ain't hard drugs. On a night in Miami, where would I go if I could? Then I saw what she and you made by the cliff where we stood. Two hearts beating oh so true. Makes you wanna quit the business and go back to school. Came off the road with you and I said, so live in a couple of days, no lie, but life's all new after King of the Bluffs. The weather of the winter fell away, landscapes changing away, I can't say, oh life's all new after King of the Bluffs. From the crew to the people watching, everybody makes an exit. Everybody flies, saying they feel better. From the crew to the people watching, everybody makes an exit. Everybody flies away, saying they feel better. Was the end of the 90s, was the end of the oxygen. For you and me, we were yet to be friends. It was a turn in your prog rock dream, another encore make the team. I ditched the race to take a car with Ziggy.
We are on Pelee Island, and I am the most southern Canadian in Canada at the moment. If you look on the map where I am, it's very bizarre. You follow it all the way across in longitude, right? I fucked it up. Okay, one more time.